Hi, Caleb with Brownells here, and in today's product spotlight, I wanted to talk about the Glock 47. So, for those of you who aren't familiar, the 47 is a newer version of the Glock Gen 5 guns, and it's nothing super crazy, alright? I know every time Glock comes out with a new gun, everyone kind of like jumps all over it and disses it because it's like doesn't do anything vastly different. Which is actually a good thing. Glocks are good. They work. They have the perfect balance of reliability, function, all that stuff. So I'm glad there's no huge changes. And for those of you who don't know, if you haven't watched any of my like handgun video stuff in the past, you know that I'm not a Glock fanboy. I don't really care like a super ton about Glocks in particular, but I do respect them as a gun, and I think they make a really good product. So that's why we're here talking about it today. Now, what is the Glock 47? The Glock 47 is basically, like I said, it's a Gen 5 gun, but it takes a 17 frame and kind of cuts it back to a 19 length. So you still have a 17 full-size grip, but you have a 19 length in the front here. So for those of you with bigger hands that don't really like the 19, this is a really good option. And not only that, but it'll take a Glock 19 slide as well. So the whole reason this gun even exists is because, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Border Patrol. They were like, hey, we want to be able to take our Glocks and make them more modular without having to buy a bunch of new guns. And this was the answer to that, because it allows them to take their 19s that they already have and throw their slides on here and have a shorter slide, or to flip it around, they can take their shorter gripped 19, throw this slide on here, and have a 19L, if that makes sense. I'll do a demonstration here shortly. So, with that being said, this right here, Glock 47, okay? And then right here, I have a 19 Gen 5. So let's do a little size comparison. I'll hold the 47 behind it because the 19 is pretty much smaller in every area. So as you can see, or hopefully you can see, we'll try and do this so you can see. Your 19, you got the shorter grip on your 19 and a shorter slide. But if you were to just take a Glock 17, you can't start swapping around slides with your 19. This gun you can, and that's the big thing right there. If you remember nothing else from the video, that's really the only part that matters. So with that being said, let me just show you how that works. So I'll take apart our 47 here way faster than that ATF agent in that one video. Remember, they were struggling with the slide for like ever. And I just did it while looking at you. Anyways, that's besides the point. What were we talking about? Glocks. Okay, so now what you can do, I have two guns here, right? And now I can mix and match. I can do some crazy weird stuff. I can get freaky with it. All right, so I'm going to take my 47 and my 19, and this mounts right on there. So now I have my full-size grip, still that like 19 style grip, but it's nice and flat in the front. So, boom, there you go. I got a short, I say short, I keep wanting to say short on the slide, still big in the grip, so I can use my 17 size magazines and flush fit. Obviously, you can't use the 19 magazine in here, right? That should be common sense. And then, not only that, but I'll put this here so you can continue to admire it or whatever you're doing. Alright, now I can take this long slide, which is the same length as the 17, and put it on a 19 frame, and it will work just fine. So, super cool, super modular there. If you have two of these guns, you essentially have 4 combinations. So it's almost like owning 4 Glocks. Almost. So, yeah, I mean, you could put the 17 mag in there, but that looks weird. It'll still work. But yeah, your 19 mag fits flush in your 19 frame, obviously. So, that's all there is to it. That's what the Glock 47 is all about. That's why it exists, and why I think it is still a cool gun. Some people were hating on it, and to each their own, you know. If you don't like it, then don't shoot it. There's plenty of stuff out there. So that's all there is to it. If you have any questions or comments, or if you have any experiences you would like to add, and you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to post them down below. If you're watching this on the website, need help with anything, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.